Hey y'all, welcome to the 7th House Tarot. We're going to grab a vibe for the next 48 hours for each sign here. We're going to start with Libra because it's Libra season. Happy birthday, Libras. Let's see, what is the vibe for the next 48 hours for my Libras? What will be the vibe for the next 48 hours for my Libra? What will be the vibe for our Libras for the next 48 hours? Okay, we got cutting ties, freedom, standing, awakening. Looks like our Libra folks are going to be cutting some ties with some folks over the next 48 hours. Sir, can we get just a couple cards to clarify? Cutting ties. Oh, a Lover's card, y'all. Okay, Lovers. So this is a union. Spirit, is this... Could just clarify this Lover's card for me, please? Clarify this Lover's card with the cutting ties. So we've got some 7 of Cups here in reverse. So we're seeing a clear choice. There's concrete, decisive action here. There's someone in your energy that you likely have a romantic tie to, that you feel like, okay, I'm on to you and it's time for me to get stepping, right? So then we have the Knight of Coins in reverse here. So feeling stuck. Maybe that person is irresponsible, they're unstable, they're impatient, they're in and out, they're not making the commitment that you want with them. This is Virgo energy, but it doesn't have to be a Virgo. Okay. Why are we cutting ties? Why now? Why are we cutting ties in the next 48 hours? Why are we cutting ties in the next 48 hours? Something had to have triggered this, right? Okay, so we have 3 of Wands in reverse, and we have the Knight of Swords. So, postponed, stalled, lack of progress, feeling like this is a missed opportunity. This person is just not giving you what you want, Libra. They're not giving you what you want, and you see it. That's it. Okay, so how does Libra feel about this connection? Woo-wee. Okay, harmony restored. You're going to be happy to cut some ties with this person. Okay. All right, Libra, let's jump on to Scorpio. Okay, Scorpio, tell me, what's the vibe for our Scorpios for the next 48 hours? What's the vibe for our Scorpios for the next 48 hours? What is the vibe? Ooh, thrills. Okay, Scorpio, continuous cycles, bad decisions, and addictions. All right, let's clarify this thrills card. Oh, deep emotional cleanse. Okay, subconscious revealed new emotional cycle here. So you're catching a new cycle. I think you're seeing some clarity too here, along with our Libra folks. They had a very similar reading here just a second ago. Okay, so Wheel of Fortune in reverse. This is beyond your control. There's some external forces here, some upheaval. This is some karmic lessons here. Okay, so we've got some karmic cycles going on that you're coming light to, I think, here. To clarify this Wheel of Fortune in reverse for our Scorpios. Clarify this wheel in reverse here. Clarify this wheel in reverse here. Oh, whoa. Okay, 4 of Swords. So there's no movement. There's stagnation in this connection that you have. Either that or this person's ghosted you, or it could be that you ghosted them. Okay, Scorpio. So with this thrills card here, we've got the lunar eclipse, which is emotional shifts here, revelations. This energy often triggers breaking cycles or uncovering hidden patterns here. It points to emotional intensity, big changes in moments where truth comes suddenly to light for you here. And then we've got the Wheel of Fortune reverse, which is stuck cycles, repeating mistakes, and lack of progress. So it clarifies this continuing cycles part, that you may be drawn to patterns that feel thrilling, but are actually keeping you trapped in unhealthy loops here. So there's some toxic cycles, of course. And then the 4 of Swords here, rest, recover, and reflection. This is the advice energy embedded here. you need to pause, break the cycle of addictive, destructive thrills here for your highest good. It's just stepping back, withdrawing from the drama, and taking time to heal so you don't repeat the same patterns. So that's what I have for you the next 48 hours. You have free will. You will do what you want. But if you want to jump out of those cycles, let go of those thrills, y'all. Okay, moving on to Sagittarius. Sagittarius, what's the vibe for the next 48 hours for our Sagittarius people? What is the vibe for our Sagittarius folks for the next 48 hours? We have suffering in silence, unspoken desires, real feelings, broken dreams for our Sagittarius folks. So let's grab some tarot and clarify that for Sagittarius. So some of you might be in your head, might have some mental anguish here. Let's see what the tarot has for you to clarify this suffering in silence for our Sagittarius peeps. Okay, so we have, first out, we have the Hermit. Okay, so definitely you're stepping back with the suffering in silence for sure. And then we have the Knight of Coins in reverse, so some lack of direction. We've got the Seven of Cups in reverse, so you're getting some clarity on your thoughts. And then the Three of Swords reverse, you're overcoming some sorrow here. Okay, Sagittarius, so suffering in silence here. So this tells me that this speaks of a period of quiet pain for you. Emotional struggles that aren't expressed openly here. It's a state where hardship is internalized rather than shared. So you're in your head, you're thinking about this. This could mean going through a personal transformation that feels isolating, where growth comes from inner work rather than external expression. And we had that clarified by the Hermit card, the Knight of Coins in reverse, the Seven of Cups in reverse, and the Three of Swords in reverse. So this combination here tells me that right now there may be a period of quiet suffering where you keep pain to yourself. This is a time to slow down, reflect, gain some clarity with this Hermit and Seven of Cups reverse. You might feel stuck with this Knight of Coins reverse, but the energy of the Three of Swords reverse is a powerful promise. Its healing is on the horizon for you. The silence you carry now isn't weakness, it's preparation for a deeper transformation. Okay, we're going to move on to Capricorn. Okay, what vibe do we have for our Capricorn people for the next 48 hours? What vibe do we have for our Capricorn peeps for the next 48 hours? Just one card for our Capricorn people. Woof. Okay, exhausted, burnt out, burdened, and empty for our Capricorn folks. All right, let's clarify with some tarot here for our Capricorn people. All right, let's clarify exhausted for our Capricorns. We have 10 of Coins in reverse. Please clarify this 10 of Coins in reverse. This might be money issues. Oh gosh, then we have the Two of Cups, the Ace of Swords, and the Page of Coins in reverse here. Let's see if we got anything else before we string these things together. It looks like we got a little bit of love, a little bit of money, some awareness and insight, and lack of follow through here with this combination. And then we've got the Three of Swords, which is deep emotional pain, and the High Priestess, which is our subconscious mind. Okay, let's take a look here. Okay, so with this exhausted card, what I'm seeing here is it points to an emotional or mental physical depletion, where your energy is drained, you're feeling tired, you're feeling like, you know, you've just had that 10 of Wands burden feeling. It can also reflect some overwhelming relationships or life in general here. So with the 10 of Coins in reverse, the Two of Cups, the Ace of Swords, the Page of Coins in reverse, the Three of Swords, and the High Priestess here together, this tells me that the exhausted energy is coming from a deeply emotional cycle tied to a meaningful connection. So struggling with a Two of Cups energy here. That no longer feels stable with this 10 of Coins in reverse. you're carrying emotional pain over this connection that drains your energy. The way forward is through truth and clarity with this Ace of Swords, learning and growing and trusting your intuition here with the High Priestess. So your exhaustion is a signal. Your heart needs clarity, your mind needs rest, and your soul needs listening. Pause and allow yourself to recover before moving forward here. Okay, that's what I got for you, Capricorn. So let's move on to Aquarius. Okay. What is the vibe for Aquarius for the next 48 hours? What is the vibe for Aquarius in the next 48 hours? What is the vibe for Aquarius in the next 48 hours? Okay, intimacy. Okay. So mutual respect, closeness, unity here. This is kind of giving Two of Cups energy or the Lover's energy here. All right. Let's get a couple cards to clarify this intimacy for our Aquarius people. First card out is the Knight of Coins. Okay, so this is Virgo energy, if that resonates. It could be someone who is responsible, stubborn, persistent, loyal. Maybe they're slow going. Okay, tell me more. Okay. Then we have the Ten of Swords in reverse, the Devil in reverse, and the Temperance card in reverse. Okay. Okay, Aquarius. So let's jump into this. We have with the Knight of Coins, the Ten of Swords in reverse, the Devil in reverse, and the Temperance card related to intimacy here. So we've got intimacy, obviously, deep connection, vulnerability, emotional closeness. Intimacy doesn't have to be physical. It can also be emotional, spiritual openness. But there's a challenge here. The intimacy requires trust, balance, and emotional maturity. And there might be some blocks in this connection given the cards that we have below here. So the Ten of Swords reverse is like a recovery after betrayal or heartbreak or painful endings. The Devil reverse is breaking free of unhealthy attachments or patterns. The Temperance reverse is imbalance in giving and receiving and intimacy. It suggests a struggle with harmony. So combined here, this intimacy is a process of healing and transformation. The reverse Ten of Swords says past wounds are closing. The Devil reverse says unhealthy patterns are being released. And the Temperance reverse warns that balance is still a work in progress. So true intimacy here in this connection will require conscious efforts to keep things healthy and mutual. Real intimacy comes when past wounds heal, toxic patterns are released, and balance is restored. So a vulnerable but deep transformation process is going on here. So it sounds like you're going to find some relief here, Aquarius, in the next 48 hours with a connection that you're struggling with. Okay, so let's move on to our Pisces friends. Okay. What's the vibe for the next 48 hours for our Pisces peeps? What is the vibe for the next 48 hours for our Pisces folks? What can they expect in the next 48 hours? What can they expect in the next 48 hours for our Pisces people? Epiphany, Pisces. So self-reflection, answered questions, untappable talents. So let's see with the tarot what we can find out about our 48 hours of epiphany here for our Pisces people. Please clarify epiphany for Pisces placements. Please clarify epiphany for our Pisces placements. Okay, so we got the Emperor, which is divine masculine. That is Aries energy. We have the Nine of Swords, which is mental anguish. We've got the Ace of Coins, which reversed here, so it's a risky endeavor. But we have the Sun card on the other side, which is radiant energy and could be Leo energy as well. Okay, Pisces, so this tells me this epiphany is a sudden clarity, a moment where something deep and important becomes clear to you in the next 48 hours. there's a realization that's going to cause a shift for you on your path, your understanding and your approach to a situation that you've been dealing with. The Emperor here in this situation, again, Aries energy, but that may resonate or not, but there's structure, stability, control, and authority here. It suggests your epiphany involves seeing where structure or lack of it has shaped this connection that you're in. It could be about recognizing control dynamics or the need for firm boundaries. Now, this Nine of Swords is anxiety, it's worry, it's mental distress, it's like mental anguish. And so your realization may come after a period of sleepless nights, overthinking, or emotional suffering that you've gone through. This could be a wake-up call triggered by emotional pressure for you with this Nine of Swords. The Ace of Coins in reverse here is a missed opportunity or a blocked new beginning. The epiphany might reveal that something you hoped for is not currently available to you, or the condition for growth aren't aligned at this time. But the Sun card is illumination, joy, truth. Ultimately, this epiphany is empowering for you. So it brings clarity and light, even if it's uncomfortable. It's a point to a positive shift in perspective here. So combined, your epiphany is a moment of deep truth that comes after struggle in the next 48 hours. The Emperor shows you seeing where control or structure matters. The Nine of Swords shows it comes from emotional stress. The Ace of Coin reverse shows it's tied to a blocked opportunity, and the Sun confirms this realization brings clarity and empowerment for you. So the key insight here is an epiphany comes through the breaking of old structures, a truth that clears the darkness and brings light to you, even if it closes some doors for you. So I do think you're going to come to some closed doors in the next 48 hours, but I think this is going to be what's divinely guided for you in this situation. So that's what I have for you, Pisces. We're going to move on to Aries. Let's put these back in my deck in case I need them. All right. What is the vibe for our Aries people in the next 48 hours? What's the vibe for our Aries people in the next 48 hours? Oh, okay. Possibilities. Follow your dreams. Make up your mind. Believe in yourself. Okay, Aries, let's see what possibilities are opening up for you. Please clarify these possibilities for our Aries placements. Please clarify possibilities for the next 48 hours for our Aries placements, please. Let's see. First card out, we have the Queen of Cups, so emotional imbalance. Okay. So we might be fostering some codependency here. Maybe we're wallowing. We've got the Fool card, so free spirit here, possibly leading to some new beginnings with these emotions. Let's see what else we got. Clarify this Fool card. Oh, Lover in reversed. Misaligned values. Okay. Let's see. Well, do we have anything else on this misaligned values, this Lovers in reverse, before we string this together? Any other messages related to this misaligned lovers? No, I'm not seeing it. Okay. So with this Queen of Cups in reverse, there's emotional instability or lack of emotional clarity for you. So Aries, this suggests some of these possibilities may be clouded by confusion, emotional overwhelm, or projection on your side. You may not yet be seeing the situation clearly from your heart space in the next 48 hours, but the Fool card talks about new beginnings, leap of faith, openness to adventure. This is very Aries energy, okay? Bold, spontaneous, and willing to step into the unknown. It suggests there's a fresh energy here and you're willing to take a risk, okay? The Lovers in reverse show some disharmony, some unclear choices or misalignment in values. This suggests some of the possibilities are not fully aligned with your soul path. There may be a choice to make that challenge your values or test your integrity here. Okay, I'm curious. What are the choices that we have? What are the choices for our Aries folks that might test their integrity or their values? What kind of choices are we making? What kind of risky choices are we making? I'm just curious. Okay, so we have the Judgment card needing the call, new spiritual story, forgiveness, evaluation, mission, rebirth, action, decision, and renewal. We also had the Queen of Coins reverse fallout. So with that here, okay, so with this Judgment card and Queen of Coins in reverse, it adds a little more detail. It could be around security, self-care, or material stability, possibly. For Aries, it suggests it might be financial or resource-related risks. Maybe you're looking at some risky investments, possibly. Compromising personal boundaries for comfort or gain. So maybe you're making decisions based on self-interest alone. Maybe you're losing touch with emotional balance in pursuit of security or overgiving to others at your own expense. This could be a situation what looks like a safe choice might actually compromise your integrity, or where a bold choice could lead to instability. So be careful. Make sure you're doing equal give and take with someone. Don't overspend on someone, or go beyond your means to impress somebody. And definitely, like, if you can't afford it, you might think really hard about it. I know you all have free will, but that's what I have for you, Aries. It sounds like you've got the possibility to make some choices this weekend that might be a little bit risky, but the possibilities card says follow your dreams, make up your mind, and believe in yourself. Okay, that's what I have for you, Aries. Let's move on to our Taurus placements. Let's move on to our Taurus placements for the next 48 hours. What can our Taurus placements expect? What's the vibe for the next 48 hours for our Taurus people? What's the vibe for our Taurus people for the next 48 hours? Oh, you guys got cutting ties. Okay, so you're up here with Libras. Maybe you're dealing with a Libra. Okay, so let's clarify this cutting ties, freedom, standing up, awakening. Okay, clarify those cutting ties for our Taurus placements here. Maybe you have Libra and Taurus placements, possibly. Okay, let's clarify. All right, so Ace of Wands, a passionate new start. So there might be a new love interest. This Ace of Wands is really just fiery, lusty kind of stuff. Chemistry, for it is fertility too. So be careful there, because you're cutting ties with this person. King of Coins in reverse. So this is Capricorn energy. Okay. So someone who is, ruled by materialism. They might be greedy. They might be stubborn, ungrounded, bad with their money, Okay, so let's keep going. We've got a new start with a King of Coins here. Okay, and then we've got the Seven of Swords. So this person may not be what they seem to be, or they might be wearing a mask. Okay, so they might be showing you one part of themselves, but they're really not that person. We've got the Page of Cups in reverse. So broken dreams. They're manipulative. That's Page of Cups is water energy. So Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio energy. Let's see. Where are we going with this? This looks like a bad situation, Taurus. Let's see. Anything else on this before we string these together? Oh, my deck is topsy-turvy, guys. 2 seconds. I got to get my poop in a group. Hold on a second. Okay. Anything else on this? So we've got lunar eclipse, deep emotional cleanse here. Okay. Anything else on this Taurus energy? I don't know if I should take that card. I'm going to take it. It's the Knight of Swords, Gemini energy. So something coming in quick. Okay, anything else here before we string these cards together? We have the Devil in reverse, unhealthy patterns. Okay, do you want to clarify this Devil in reverse for me? I already see there's some mischief going on here, some nonsense, some alley cat type stuff going on. Okay. King of Wands, Aries energy. Okay, let's take a look at this together. Okay, Taurus. So this is an intentional closure. You're ending a connection, a situation, or an energy that no longer serves your highest good. It's just a separation. It's a conscious release to make room for something new here. You're letting go of the old to bring in something new. This Ace of Wands with this new beginning, it's fresh energy, cutting into open space for something to ignite here. The King of Coins reversed. There was instability, the misuse of power. You were dealing with someone who was insecure. It suggests the ties we're cutting may involve someone who offered security or stability, but in an unhealthy way to you, okay? The Seven of Swords, there was secrecy, deception, stealthy actions here. Sorry. The Page of Cups reversed there was emotional maturity here. There's miscommunication with this person. Oh my gosh. Okay, so then lunar eclipse, it's a sudden ending. Like you're getting clarity, you're getting this revelation, emotions are shifting, like you're done with it. You're like, I've got to let this go. And the Knight of Swords, then it's just rapid action, decisiveness, courage. You're like, boom, done, get the hell out of my life, right? The Devil reversed, you're breaking free from these unhealthy attachments and cycles. This confirms that this release is liberating for you. Okay, and the Nine of Wands is empowerment, leadership, and vision. You emerge from this cutting of ties and renewed personal power and clarity on purpose. So this is going to be great for you. You are letting go of someone who does not, they're just not causing you to be on a higher vibration here. That you're letting go of someone who is not good for you. So I love this for you, Taurus. I really do like this. I think this is going to be good for you in the next 48 hours. It's going to be very liberating for you. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and pick up these, put them back in the deck just in case. Just in case our other folks are feeling this sort of way. Okay, so we're going to move on to Gemini. Just going to be one card for the Gemini vibe. Okay. Longing. Missing you. Let's talk reunion for our Gemini placements. Okay. Let's clarify this longing, missing you. Let's talk reunion. This may be someone you are physically distant from or emotionally distant from. Let's clarify this longing for our Gemini placements. Okay, Two of Swords. Oof, red flags. Okay. There's a warning here. There's a decision to be made. And then you have the Knight of Coins, which is one of our slower knights. Virgo energy, someone who is hardworking, responsible, patient. This could just be your action here towards the connection. Clarify this Knight of Coins. Clarify this Knight of Coins. Okay, then we have a Page of Wands. We've got another court card in the mix. So we've got an energetic powerhouse here. This could be good news. Could be a younger person, childlike free thinker. This Page of Wands, which is usually Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energy. Okay, what else? Whoop, 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 whoop. Okay, so we've got Seven of Coins. Seven of Coins, so you've got many possibilities. Three of Wands, so you're manifesting, leveling up. Ooh. Okay, we've got the Six of Coins in reverse, which is strings attached type of a relationship. It's a one-sided relationship. And Seven of Coins, there's lack of growth here. Bogged down, stagnant. Okay. What else before we string these together for a storyline? Ooh. Star, lack of faith. Star in reverse here. Good grief. I'm just throwing cards everywhere. We've got the Hierophant, so there might be a marriage here. Gemini, I hope we don't have a third party here going on. Let's take a look at these and string these together here. Okay, so Gemini, there's an emotional yearning for a connection here, some fulfillment or a vision of something that's missing. Longing can be powerful and motivating, but can also reflect dissatisfaction or an unfilled need in your connection. So it suggests a mental and emotional pull towards something you haven't fully realized yet, a longing that's both heartfelt and mentally active. So we've got the Two of Swords in reverse here. So that's making choices, emotional clarity, breaking stalemates. This shows longing is tied to a decision you've been avoiding. Something is pushing you to move forward rather than stay in uncertainty at this point, though, in the next 48 hours. So this Knight of Coins here, steadiness, commitment, patient effort, Gemini, your longing isn't purely emotional. It's grounded in a desire for something stable and lasting, even if it requires slow work for you. We've got this Page of Wands here. So curiosity, new exploration, and messages. This could be communication. This adds a spark of adventurous longing, a desire to explore possibilities that excite you. The Seven of Cups, it's choices, possibilities, illusions, dreams. This is the heart longing. Your vision is fulfilled with options, but not all of them are grounded in reality here for you with this Seven of Cups. We've got the Three of Wands. So that's usually expansion, vision, waiting for results. This longing has a forward-looking aspect. You're anticipating something bigger, but waiting for the right moment to seize it, really. The Six of Coins in reverse, there's an imbalance in giving and receiving in this connection. It may be longing tied to a feeling unreciprocated or a sense of inequality in a relationship or a situation that you're dealing with in the next 48 hours. The Seven of Coins reversed here is impatience, it's frustration, it's a reassessment. Gemini, part of your longing is rooted in wanting results sooner and questioning whether the efforts is worth it or not. We've got this Star reversed here. So there's disconnection from hope or spiritual alignment. There may be an emotional or spiritual gap in whatever it is that you're longing for. And the Hierophant is tradition. It's structure, it's deeper values. Your longing may connect to wanting something stable and meaningful, something that aligns with your deeper beliefs, possibly. So when I tie these together, it's kind of a mix of emotional yearning and restless curiosity. You're at a crossroads where choice and clarity matter for you, and there's a deep pull for stability combined with a spark of adventure. But there's also frustration and imbalance and a sense of lost hope here. Your longing is called to you to clarify your heart's true desire, balance patience and action, and align your longing with your values here. So what I'm seeing is your longing is not just for what it could be, it's for clarity, it's for balance, and it's in alignment with a deeper truth in your connection. But before you act, pause and choose wisely here. Decide what if you're longing for is what you really want, or if you're at a fork in the road and you might consider another path here in the next 24 hours. Okay, that's what I got for you, Gemini. Let's move on to Cancer. What's the vibe for our Cancer placements in the next 48 hours? What is the vibe for our Cancer placements for the next 48 hours? What's the vibe for our Cancer placements for the next 48 hours? Just give me one card for our Cancer folks. Oh, masculine energy. Okay. So authority, discipline, and father figure for our Cancer placements for the next 48 hours. Now, there is no gender in tarot, so please keep in mind this masculine energy is truly just the masculine energy, whether you are male or female, or you are dealing with a male or female. Please clarify this masculine energy for the Cancer placements for the next 48 hours, please. Clarify this masculine energy for the next 48 hours for our Cancer peeps. All right, so we have the Hierophant. Okay, so we've got some religious traditions in the mix. This could be a marriage. It could be rulers and leaders too. It could be a boss. Let's clarify this Hierophant for masculine energy. We have the Hanged Man, but it's in reverse. So there's uncertainty, delays, resisting to surrender, possibly. Something could be on hold. Okay, clarify this Hanged Man in reverse. Tell me more. Okay, tell me more about this masculine energy. Tell me more. Tell me more. Okay, so we have the Emperor, which is divine masculine, which can be action-oriented. It could be a position of authority. It could be a stable leader. It could be a father. It's Aries energy. And we have the Sun card, which is Leo energy. So this is, radiant energy, success, freedom, happiness. Anything else here? Anything else here before we string these together to a storyline? Okay, we have the Wheel of Fortune in the upright. So there's a decisive movement here. And then, oh boy, we've got the Tower card. The Tower card came after the Wheel of Fortune. It's a Tower in reverse. Sorry. So a narrow escape, delaying the inevitable. We've got the Temperance card in reverse. So there's a lack of perspective or an imbalance or self-indulgence. And then we have the waning moon here. So we're gaining some wisdom here. We're getting some new perspectives. All right. Anything else here for our Cancer people for the next 48 hours? Okay, great. So let's take a look at this. Okay, Cancer. So the masculine energy here speaks to action, structure, clarity, and decisiveness. In the short term, because we're talking the next 48 hours, this is about an active shift in your energy. Something dynamic is moving in your life that will require decisiveness, confidence, and possibly leadership direction. So combined with the Hierophant, the Hanged Man in reverse, the Emperor, the Sun card, the Wheel of Fortune, the Tower in reverse, the Temperance in reverse, and the waning moon here. The energy coming in for you will bring structure, clarity, and decisive movement, but it will also challenge you to balance action with reflection here. This is a moment where tradition, rules, or moral frameworks with the Hierophant will influence what happens. You may face a decision in the next 48 hours, a decision, a commitment, or a change that feels guided by values or a greater sense of purpose here. Okay, sorry, Cancer. I had to take a phone call real quick. Okay, so with this masculine energy in the next 48 hours for you, okay, sorry, Cancer. I had to take a phone call there. Apologize. The masculine energy coming in for you, Cancer, will bring structure, clarity, and decisive movement for you, but it'll also challenge you to balance action with reflection here. This is a moment where tradition, rules, or moral frameworks with the Hierophant will influence what happens. You may face a decision, commitment, or change that feels guided by your values or a great sense of purpose for you. So in the next 48 hours, you may receive clarity or a sudden insight with this Sun card. A shift is possible. Something will push you forward with the Wheel of Fortune card. You may need to act decisively rather than wait, given this Hangman reverse. A release is part of this, letting go something that no longer serves you with the waning moon. So the key here is in the next 48 hours, this masculine energy will bring clarity, movement, and structure. A decision or commitment tied to your values will surface. Trust your instincts here, but balance action with harmony. So this masculine energy could be just structure, clarity, and decisive movement for you. It could represent a person in your energy. Okay, that's what I got for you, Cancer. I'm going to move on to Leo. Let's see what vibe our Leo people have for the next 48 hours. All right. What's the vibe for our Leo placements for the next 48 hours? What is the vibe for our Leo placements for the next 48 hours? Please just give me one card. One card to clarify their vibe for the next 48 hours. Oh, okay. Burned bridges, lack of trust, disloyal, turned your back on. Okay, so let's clarify this burnt bridges for our Leo placements for the next 48 hours. Okay, next 48 hours. Let's see whose bridges we're burning. 10 of Cups. Okay, so this could be whatever it was your storybook ending. Whatever you find to be like your blissful relationship or your emotional fulfillment here. Tell me more about this 10 of Cups. Pisces energy for who that resonates with. We've got the 2 of Wands. Okay, so there was an opportunity here, future planning, considered options. 2 of Wands, you could be making decisions in the next 48 hours. Oh, you've got the Page of Swords in reverse of air energy, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. The Page of Swords is typically your mind games. Someone not speaking the truth. You've got questions that are unanswered. We've got the Death card. So we've got some change, some transformation happening, a metamorphosis. We've got the Page of Cups, which is a romantic gesture. The Page of Cups is water energy, so Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. And then we have the Page of Wands, which is fire energy, Aries, Leo, Sag. But this Page of Wands is a lack of confidence here. Okay, let's see. Do we have anything else before we string this together for our Leo placements to find out what bridges they're burning? Or someone could be burning a bridge with you. Let's be fair here. Okay, 5 of Coins. You're feeling left out in the cold, or you're leaving someone out in the cold. Okay, so let's take a look at this here. Okay, Leo, so this card signifies a definitive ending for you with this burn bridges. Either a situation, a relationship, or a path where there's no turning back in this situation. It's about closure, finality, acceptance that something is irreparable here. So we have the 10 of Cups. So that's emotional fulfillment, family, harmony. The reversal of trust that here suggests that there was once a deep feeling connection or dream, and that's not fractured. The 2 of Wands is looking forward, making decisions. The Page of Swords reverse is miscommunication, a lack of clarity, or immature thinking here. There could have been some betrayal or dishonesty. The Death card reverse is resistance to transformation. So there may be some lingering difficulty letting go completely, even when the situation has clearly ended for you. The Page of Cups is emotional messages, vulnerability, new emotional openings. Even in this ending, there's a possibility of emotional growth and insight. And then we have the Page of Wands and the 5 of Coins here as well. So Page of Wands reverse is delays, lack of direction, missed opportunities. 5 of Coins, loss, hardship, feeling excluded or abandoned in the situation. So together, what I'm seeing here, this energy is about a deep emotional ending rooted in broken trust. Something once deeply valued has reached its end due to disloyalty or lack of clarity. While there may be some resistance to letting go, this closure is necessary for you. There is hardship and emotional loss with the 5 of Coins, but also a doorway to new emotional understanding for you and forward movement. This is painful but transformative, a painful but transformative ending here. One that clears the way for growth, even if it doesn't feel that way yet. So a burned bridge is both an ending and a turning point for you. It closes a chapter rooted in trust, loss, but opens the path to clarity, self-growth, and a new direction. So that's what I have for you in the next 48 hours, Leo. So let's move on to our Virgo placements. Okay, what can our Virgo placements expect in the next 48 hours? What can our Virgo placements expect in the next 48 hours? What's the vibe? What can our Virgo placements expect in the next 48 hours? What is their vibe? Oh, we got 2 cards. Let's see here. I don't know if I want to take both of these, but we have glow up, new opportunities, new career, successful business, and we have family, blood ties, and inner circle. So maybe there's a connection here. Let me figure out what to do with my tarot cards. Okay. Let's see if we can wrap this up in one little tidy bow for our Virgo piece. Okay, Spirit, can you give me a clear and concise message here about this glow up for our Virgos? Just a short situation around this glow up, new opportunities, new career, successful business. We got the Hierophant, so we've got some religious traditions. What else do we have here? We've got the 4 of Cups, which is self-serving, disinterest, missed opportunities, boredom, unmotivated. We've got the 3 of Wands, which is manifesting your dreams, leveling up here. Let's see. We've got 9 of Coins, rewards of your labor. Okay. All right. Let's kind of move this down here. Excuse me. Okay. Let's see if we can throw out a few cards here to clarify this family blood ties. Okay, how does this family blood ties fit into? What is the situation? Can you clarify here? This could be inner circle too. Maybe a small group of friends. Okay, so we've got Wheel of Fortune, decisive moment, some change in cycles here. We have the King of Coins, Capricorn energy, ruled by materialism. Okay, might have to make some decisive in money. Okay, so now we've got the Sun card, radiant energy, which is also Leo energy. We've got 3 of Coins, so we're collaborating, we're doing something together here. More Capricorn energy. Okay. Anything else here with this family? Page of Wands, lack of self-confidence, fire energy, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Oh man, this 8 of Wands came out like horizontal. So there might be a delay, possibly. You're making some progress, but slow progress, maybe. Let's see what else we get here. Let's see what we got to the Justice, fairness and balance.
So Virgos, I just noticed that my mic died, so I'm going to do a little recap here just in case we missed it and I don't have the audio. We're just kind of catching up here. So the Virgo energy for the next 48 hours, we've got the Oracle card Glow Up. So with this card here, we got the Hierophant, the 4 of Cups, the 3 of Wands, and the 9 of Coins. So the Hierophant is like structure, guidance, tradition. Virgos may step into opportunities where mentorship, teaching, or established systems can open doors for you. This is about leveling up, followed by a path of wisdom and discipline here. In the 4 of Cups, though, right now you may feel stagnant, disinterested, or unimpressed with current offers, but this card warns you don't miss the new blessing arriving just because it doesn't look like what you expected it to be. The 3 of Wands, there is expansion ahead for you. A glow up requires looking outward, planning for growth, and being ready to step into new territories. That could be your career, networking, creative pursuits. And then we have the 9 of Coins here for you. So self-sufficiency, independence, enjoying the fruits of your labor. You will see your personal efforts to start paying off here. Greater financial independence, confidence, and recognition for your hard work. So the message here, Virgo, is you're on the edge of a career or personal glow up. Opportunities for advancement and independence are here. But you may have to overcome apathy here and keep your eyes open for doors opening in unexpected ways in the next 48 hours. So that's very exciting. You had a second oracle card, and it was family here. And it was clarified by the Wheel of Fortune, the King of Coins, the Sun, the Three of Coins, the Page of Wands in reverse. The Eight of Wands came out horizontal, and then you have the Justice card. So the Wheel of Fortune is like fated shifts occurring. The King of Coins in reverse is like family dynamics may involve financial imbalance, instability, or someone in the inner circle being unreliable or controlling here. The Sun card, despite challenges, joy, clarity, and healing are possible. Light will shine on what is hidden or misunderstood in family ties and will bring those hidden secrets to light here. The Three of Pentacles is teamwork, collaboration. In family matters, it will require cooperation in building trust, working together for stability. The Page of Wands is immaturity or poor communication could be at play. Someone might be acting impulsively or blocking growth for you. The Eight of Wands came out sideways. So movement is coming, but it feels like stop and go. Some news or progress, and then you're delayed or you're inconsistent. And then we've got the Justice card. So truth, fairness, balance will ultimately be restored. Like whatever family or close circle chaos is arising, fairness will win out and accountability will matter in this situation. So the message to you with this combination is that the message here overall is that you may face shifts in your family or your inner circles, whether that be family or close friends, maybe friends that you consider family. Someone may not be pulling their weight, but truth and fairness will come to the surface here with the Justice card. But healing and joy are still possible as long as communication improves and everyone works together. So that's what I have in your next 48 hours. So if this resonated for you, please hit the like button and feel free to subscribe if you're not already, and I'll see you in the next reading.